Hi, I'm Michael Pfeiffer from Industrial Metallurgist. This is just a brief review of a case study that involved a manufacturing process problem. So our client was making brass pins that was formed from cold work wire that was then electroplated, then annealed, and finally bent to the desired shape. And what was happening is that sometimes the pins were breaking during the bending step. And this was resulting in about a 21% scrap rate, which was resulting in high scrap costs and missed shipments. So the pin breakage indicated that there was a problem with the annealing process. So we received samples of the cold work metal and the pins, the broken pins after annealing and bending, and the intact pins after bending. And what we saw is that the broken pins were not annealing. Their hardness was the same as the cold work pins, whereas the unbroken pins had a slight decrease in hardness, though they had a partial recrystallization, or they were partially annealed. So we saw there was a problem with the annealing temperature. Sometimes the temperature was too low, and that was resulting in the pins not annealing at all, and there was no reduction in the strength and increase in the ductility needed to be able to bend the pins without breaking them. So we then ran experiments to evaluate increasing the temperature on the annealing, and we saw that increasing the temperature by 25 degrees resulted in a partial anneal with an increase in the metal's ductility and a slight decrease in the hardness. And the hardness just indicated that the strength had not decreased all the way as it would with a full anneal. So what was implemented was an increase in the temperature by 25 degrees Fahrenheit, which resulted in the hardness and ductility needed to be able to bend the pins while the pins still had the strength needed for the application. So the micrographs for the metal in the different conditions are shown here. This is the micrograph of the metal in the cold work condition. This is the wire in the cold work condition. This is the wire after 625 degree Fahrenheit anneal. And we see that there's still some of the cold work grains are here, indicating that it's a partial anneal. 650 degrees, there is a full anneal, so there's no longer any cold work grains. At 850 degrees Fahrenheit, the grains are even larger than at 650 degrees, which is what we would expect with a higher temperature anneal. So this progression in changes in grain structure is expected with increasing temperature as we increase the annealing temperature. So that's it. You can read the rest of the article to learn more. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your metals. Bye.